Welcome back to our video course on how to create an effective content strategy for your business. This is Module 8. In the previous lesson, we looked at creating a content plan so we can start implementing our content strategy. In this lesson, we'll look at creating and implementing a content production plan. This is the part of the content plan that determines how we'll create and produce all the content in our business. So in this lesson, we'll cover what a content production plan is, why your business needs it, and how to create one for your business. So, what is a content production plan? A content production plan is a document that outlines the strategy and schedule that your business will use to create and publish its content. It includes your content production goals and objectives, information about your target audience, the types of content that you will produce, the distribution channels that you will use, and the KPIs or key performance indicators that will be used to measure the success of your content production efforts. Okay, now that we know what a content production plan is, why does your business need one? Your business needs one because it helps your business to align its content efforts with its overall marketing and business goals. It also ensures the creation of relevant, valuable, and engaging content for your target audience. It helps you allocate resources and budget more efficiently towards content creation, helps you track content performance over time, helps you to identify and fill gaps in your content offerings, and it helps you to stay consistent and on brand with your messaging. So in short, a content production plan is a detailed plan that outlines the specific actions and resources that your business will use to create and publish content. So now that we have a basic understanding of what a content production plan is and why your business needs it, let's look at how to create one. I've outlined here the main steps to creating a content production plan. I'm only going to touch briefly on these points here because many of these steps have already been covered in the content plan lesson in Module 7. If you need help, I've also written a detailed tutorial covering these steps. Just visit the link on the screen. So, to create a content production plan, we need to review a content plan and make sure that we have a clear understanding of our audience, goals, topics, and distribution channels. We also have to assign roles and responsibilities, which means deciding who will be responsible for each aspect of the content creation process, like who will do the research, writing, editing, design, etc. We also need to create a calendar or a scheduling tool to plan out when each piece of content will be created, reviewed, and published. Another important step is to create a detailed workflow outlining the specific steps that will be taken for each piece of content. This should include research, writing, editing, design, and distribution. We'll cover this in the next slide. Also, outline the process for creating each type of content. Identify the tools, resources, and steps required to create different types of content, such as blog posts, videos, podcasts, infographics, etc. And finally, review and optimize. Review the content production plan regularly and make adjustments when needed. Use the metrics defined in your content plan to measure the success of your content and to make changes that will help to improve your results over time. In terms of defining our workflow, we want to outline the processes for creating, reviewing, editing, and publishing content for each different type of content that we will create. Obviously, creating an article for a blog requires a different process than creating a video. So when we outline the workflow for each content type, we need to define things like the steps involved, who is responsible for doing each step and what each step involves doing, how and when should a process move to the next step, what formats, guidelines, and procedures need to be followed to ensure that consistent standards are maintained, how and when to deliver each step, and so on. For more information about outlining and documenting workflow processes, visit the links on the screen. Another thing to keep in mind when creating your content production plan is to include different methods like content repurposing. Content repurposing is the process of taking existing content and adapting it for use on different platforms or in different formats. This can include things like turning a blog post into a video, or republishing an article on a different website, or creating an infographic from a research report, and many other forms, such as the examples listed here. Repurposing content helps you get the most out of the content that you have already created, maximizing your resources and helping you reach new audiences. The link on the screen also has more information about repurposing content. Coming up with new ideas for your content can be a challenging part of the content creation process. But with the right sources, resources, and methods, you can generate a steady stream of ideas to keep your content fresh and engaging. I recommend visiting contentmanagementcourse.com and signing up for my free and comprehensive email course on how to keep coming up with endless new content ideas for your website articles, blog posts, and newsletters. So, in summary, a content production plan specifies the strategy and schedule for creating and publishing your content, and it typically includes the goals and objectives for your content, information about your target audience, the content types that you will create, your distribution channels, and the KPIs that will be used to measure the success of your content production efforts. Follow the steps discussed in this lesson to create and implement a content production plan for your business. And if you need help or want to see an example of a content production plan, check out the tutorials listed on the screen. Also, make sure to sign up for the free Content Ideas Creation email course so you'll never run out of content ideas. So that's all for this lesson. In the next lesson, we'll look at creating a content promotion plan for your business. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next lesson.